right. I think we're live. The countdown is getting better and better every fucking time. It's like it learns. It's getting better and better. So
must have upgraded it.
Must have upgraded to a male countdown. Went from a female to a male countdown. It's getting a little better as we go.
Let's not start some shit.
All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 5 of the Sentence to Greatness podcast. As always, we got our host Isaac Conaway.
What's up?
Myself, Marsell Zaborik. And today we got we're going back to the originals. Just me and you today.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we've got some topics and questions that we need to answer.
Yeah, so, I figure it's a good time. I mean, just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube on the Shmedium Labs. Yes. So, hey.
Yeah, thank you, everybody that's subscribed lately and got on the channel and been watching us, man. We appreciate you guys greatly. And, keep spreading the word and sharing this and doing the likes and comments, man. We appreciate it. It goes a long way for us. Yeah,
it's been pretty cool. Pretty cool. We've gotten actually a decent amount of support on this, which is always kind of surprising. Anytime like we get support on anything, or at least me personally, like anytime somebody either buys something that I recommend or supports bodybuilding or Condemned, and it's always pretty cool to see. Like every time it does happen, it's like it's a surprise to me still. It's like, huh?
Yeah. Right.
So
these headphones would kind of fit my head. They look kind of small.
I mean, I wasn't going to say anything, but they do look a little bit undersized for your big ass dome.
Fucking knew it. I was looking at them like these are like my kids' headphones, man.
You look like you're wearing Shmedium headphones.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when your fucking dog is like 9 feet tall and he takes your headphones off the top of your desk, chews them up into pieces. So I have Beats headphones that are just chewed into pieces.
Hey, it's Amazon.com. Return the old ones. They'll take it.
Ooh, no, they're chewed up to shit.
Bro, they'll take it. It's Amazon. They'll take anything. You can put shit inside that box and they'll still take it. They didn't even look at it. Yeah. Who doesn't fraud Amazon here and there?
I have to try that out, man. Damn, I didn't even think about that. Fuck.
Yep.
I got these $30 headphones, and they're not bad. They're probably not gonna last long with my sweat.
Can you hear me okay though?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Just making sure, man.
Yeah, okay. Let's just keep talking about my fucking headphones now.
You brought it up. I wasn't going to bring it up.
I just asked you if they looked okay, and you called them Shmedium headphones. So,
well, if you want me to be honest, I'm being honest. They look like Shmedium headphones. It's all right.
But that's not. Now you're just fucking around. So let's just get to the fucking questions, okay? I got a date. I got to watch Venom with the wife, and you got me over here talking about Shmedium headphones.
Oh, Venom. That's out already.
On the Fire Stick, yes. I don't know if it's out on the movies. I'm not sure.
Yeah. See, I don't go to the movies anymore. I refuse to. I'm not trying to get shot while I'm watching a movie. That's just my thing.
I don't blame you. Yeah. I just stick with the kids. The kids want to go to certain things. I'm like, all right, man, let's go.
Yeah, I'm like, sure. I'll make a movie theater at home for you. We're not getting shot today. Not today, Satan. Yeah. Not today.
I do think about that at times. I do think about that. I'm not gonna lie.
I swear to God, I do. Call me paranoid, but I'm weird, man. I go to the airport and I'm looking around. My head is on a swivel. I don't know. Yep. Call me weird, but that's the way I am, man. I'm always on a fucking swivel. Do you remember that one time, when we went to grab sushi and it was I don't know what was going on, but you remember that guy was just walking around with a AR-15 strapped in front of the restaurant back and forth. Yeah, I was dude, I was so freaked out by that. I was waiting. I was waiting for something to happen at that point.
Another gun on his hip too.
Yeah, I was like, who walks around with the AR-15 strapped across him and just paces at a plaza back and forth? I'm surprised there was no police that showed up. Even though in Arizona we have open carry and nobody gives a fuck, I would still think that police would be, checking this guy out. He looked kind of sketchy. Just my opinion.
2 words.
2 words?
White people.
White? Oh,
white people
God.
in Arizona. White people in Arizona.
This podcast is getting shadow banned. That's it. It's a shadow ban. You've completely ruined this episode. Why don't you just throw in the words, like COVID in here as well too? COVID-19. Yeah, that's it. It's a wrap. Nobody's seeing this podcast. It's getting taken now. That's it. It's a wrap.
Well, it all started when you talked about Shmedium headphones. So.
Yeah. Anywho, all right, dude. Well, what's been going on? What do you guys got? What do you got going on?
Not much, man. Just enjoying life as always. So
that sounded a little hesitant.
Yeah, did it? No,
maybe a little sarcastic.
When I go like this, does that mean I'm lying? Right? Is that one of those?
Maybe.
Like kind of scratch your head real quick. That's one of those signs, right? The therapists talk about when people are lying, or psychologists.
Probably.
No, everything's fine, man. Everything's good. Just got the wife's prep going right now. She's about 3.5 weeks out, and got my mom flying into town next week or this Friday. I'm sorry. Boys are fucking off of school for like fucking 2 months. I don't know why. It's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Taylor had the same shit last week, so.
Yeah, that's about it, man. What about you? How's everything going for you?
It's another day, just super busy with everything. You know how it is. One thing to the next. Coaching people, this podcast taking up tons of time. So I hope you motherfuckers are watching it because it does take a lot more time and effort than a lot of you guys think. So there's been that. Other than that, just chipping away at the off season, trying to make every day count, but not trying to drive myself crazy at the same time with being overly, over the top like I usually am with things when it comes to, bodybuilding. So that's good. Got getting some blood work done next week. So hopefully we'll ramp things up a little bit. I'm going to get off this TRT and hopefully have a good push here coming up. So I'm excited for that.
To the moon
we go. So so I'm ready to push things along. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling healthy. Feeling strong. So, hopefully all those good things are going to happen. How's your off season going?
Not bad. It's kind of, slower right now just because, I don't know, training with the wife is not, right now, it's not the same as like it normally would be in the off season. Because I got to kind of tailor the training towards what she's doing and her time schedule. So, it's just been, not that it's been difficult or that it's throwing me off, but it's not my normal off-season training, but things are progressing. So, I got some PRs that I'm hitting and, just the new training, man, this new training is kicking my ass. So, the new training we implemented. So that's been whooping my ass and, I've been having fun. I've been finding myself taking more days off than normal. Yeah. But my sleep has been great, like as far as the length. But I think I need a fucking CPAP.
Really? You think you're at that point?
Yes, I think I'm at that point. I'm at 260. I'm at 260 regularly waking up. So I think it's that time to get a CPAP.
Have you done any like sleep analysis with your Apple Watch or anything like that?
Not lately because I can't fucking figure it out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. I know you're a little bit technologically retarded. I'm sorry, slow. So we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out for you. You gotta take a look at it. Make sure you're getting good sleep, dude. We don't want you choking and dying in the middle of your sleep.
Anyways,
Mr. Bro, my headphones are not fucking working.
I was at that when you fucking see. Now you want to talk shit. You know what? I'm out here. Fuck this podcast.
Oh man!
My sister's got Venom. I gotta watch Venom, so let's go.
Yeah, for real. So you mentioned you got your wife prepping and you're training with her, and how's that going? Is that different for you? I know. Me personally, I don't know how long I would be able to do something like that because, I'm the type of guy that's like, I get in my routine, and if something else gets in front of it, I kind of start getting frustrated.
That's
so. How's that going for you?
Well, I mean, as far as like training with her, hasn't been bad because obviously, she trains like us for the most part.
She's stronger than me. It's okay.
Some things. But no, it hasn't been too bad as far as that aspect. The part that's tough is waking up early in the morning and training with her on like certain days because obviously she works 3 to 4 days a week. She's a nurse, so she works 7 to 7, so she has to wake up at 3, do cardio, eat, train at 4:30, and then from 4:30 to 5:45 is when we have to get our session in.
Yeah,
and I wake up with her and do it all on Mondays and sometimes even Wednesdays or Tuesdays, depending on when she's working. But that part's tough, man, because like I am not used to training like that anymore. I used to have to do that. I was forced to when I had my old job because that's the only way I can get it in. But it's really tough, man, when you're training like hard and heavy and you only got one fucking meal in you.
Yeah.
You really got to like dig down deep. You're not as strong as you would be midday, so it's like, it's tough, and then you're under a time constraint, so that part is a little difficult. But as far as that, that's really my only complaint, really, But like you said, it is tough when that kind of takes you out of your normal routine.
Yeah, because it kind of seems like when you're in a situation like that. I mean, honestly, I haven't personally been there yet, Well, I mean, we were, but very, very, very short period of time before Michelle decided she, wanted to take some more time to grow, or she doesn't think she was mentally ready yet to get on stage, which, all power to her for coming up with that.
Yeah.
But it's almost like you kind of have to take a back seat with your stuff. And then, your off season, your bodybuilding, and you kind of have to take priority with your wife's prep. And, that's got to be in my opinion, a mental fuck, right? Cause I'm always the type of a person who like, I feel like I'm losing daytime all the time. I feel like there's not enough time to get better. And, so how do you feel? How do you just like take a back seat, for that time period? And how do you deal with just, letting somebody else bodybuilding priorities be in front of you? Because we all know that bodybuilders are, it's a selfish sport, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. It was tough at first, when we first started doing it, I was all for it, and then once I started doing it, I was like, "Wait, man, this is kind of affecting me." Like not in a good way either. It's like throwing my whole schedule off. I was feeling kind of like lost in my routine, and how both of us are very routine oriented.
Yeah.
Like we need to be on our schedule, our routine. Otherwise, we're just not functioning properly, and that was really, really throwing me off. Because we always trained at the same time, ate at the same times. So like. For me to have to switch everything up and like change that whole just mindset of it was just like, it was a mind fuck for a little while. I struggled with it, and I luckily I was able to like talk with her and discuss those things with her, because if she wasn't so open minded, and if I didn't communicate that stuff to her, we would struggle. We definitely would struggle. So the communication part was definitely key in me being able to like keep doing this with her, because otherwise I probably would just say, fuck it, man, you train on your own, because I was struggling for a little while, but we're making it work. I look at the bigger picture, man. Like I have a long off season to go, and most of this prep with her training has been my recovery phase, so it really wasn't like my like the meat and potatoes of the off season. We weren't in the bulk of it, in the thick. So I figured she's got another 3.5 weeks, at the most 8.5 weeks if she does, USA Masters. So, I still got time, and I'm not worried about it. I got a lot of time left. It's just it was definitely difficult at first, for sure. you know, and I didn't want to give that up. It's hard.
Yeah, because you know, it's kind of like you're stuck in like in a pretty hard place, right? Because one, we're both coaches, right? So like coaches and husbands. So you know, it's like you want to be able to give our experience that we've learned over all these preps to them so they can be the best that they can be on stage, right? So you want to give them all the tips, give them all the advice, push them through the training, because those are all the things that you wish you had somebody else always doing with you, or you know that those things will help them to push them to be to the next level.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, it's like, I got to be a husband, and I'm kind of tired of this shit because I've been doing this all year long with myself. So now it's like, it's almost like you don't get a break, right? Like you don't even get a break from the whole, prep thing. Cause it's like,
right.
It's almost prep. Like which one is worse? Is it worse being yourself in prep or having to pretty much be in prep with somebody else while you're not competing?
Pretty much. Yeah, the second one, being prep with somebody else while you're not competing. Because obviously when you're competing, you're like...
You're in a different mindset, right? Yeah.
It's all about you. Everybody knows that. And, everybody stays the fuck out of your way and lets you do what you got to do. So it was, like I said, it was definitely a struggle, man. Helping her, I told myself I could not help her,
Right. Yeah.
I would beat myself up if I didn't help her train through this whole prep and have her be at her best. I would look at myself and be like, and if she lost, I'd be like, that's probably my fault because I didn't fucking help her train hard enough,
Yeah.
I took that one on the chin and that would have hurt, So I made it a point of emphasis to be like, okay, no matter how I feel, I got to just do this, suck it up and, get my ass out there and help her train, man. That's just sacrifices you make, as a husband. That's it. That's all you can do.
Well, not only as a husband, but I mean, as a dad, you guys have 2 kids, right? So
yeah,
how does that all play out? Like, was it kind of just like passing a baton, but with kids? Like, all right, you're done. You're starting. I am passing. I'm giving you the keys to the kids. You drive that shit now until I'm done.
Yeah. That part wasn't easy either because the last 2 months of my prep, we had no kids here. They were on vacation with my parents.
That's right. Yeah. I remember that.
So, and all of a sudden, like, I get out of prep, and then I'm transitioning from prep to offseason, which is a very hard stage right there.
Mentally,
we talked about that, yeah. And then the kids get in the picture, and then a new dog. So it's like, holy shit, I got all this shit coming on me, and I'm just like, on top of having to not be on my routine, on top of feeling fucking fat sometimes and like am I gonna blow up and look fat? I gotta help these fucking kids. I got the dog. I gotta train her. I'm like, fuck. I was I was all over the place, man, for a while, but I got it together, man, the last few weeks, and we're on track.
In all seriousness, though, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that struggle with that, like the whole kids thing, right?
Yeah,
because for a lot of people, the kids is what runs the household almost, right? Like the kids dictate everything. They dictate the day-to-day activities. They dictate the schedule. They dictate not in a bad way. It's just literally they put their kids almost like on this pedestal where everything is around them. It's not like, oh, we have to fit the kids' schedule into our schedule. It's we got to fit us into the kids' schedule somehow. So how do you guys go about that? Because like obviously as a bodybuilding household, not just you being a bodybuilder, because it's both of you guys.
Yeah. Right.
How do you guys deal with that and kind of find the time for both without one overbearing the other? Because it's like you got to be a little bit selfish and you got to get that time, take that time and priority for you to be the best that you can when it comes to stage time. And then as well, juggling 2 kids and making sure that they, feel loved and feel that they're taken care of and, feel secure and safe, all the things that obviously kids need to have a healthy household.
Yeah. I mean, one thing for sure, man, something we learned a while back was that, each other, her and I, come first. No
Yeah.
matter what, like it's not always about the kids. I don't care what anybody says. A healthy household should be, your wife should be the most important person in the house, and vice versa for the wife. The husband should be the most important person. So obviously, we've learned to do that, and that's helped us a lot tremendously. Now, yeah, they do have their own schedule, the kids, and it doesn't, I wouldn't say dictates everything, but yeah, we do work around it. And the beauty of it is obviously, me working from home, that helps, because if we both have full-time jobs, it's fucking hard, man. It's really, we used to do that, obviously, but the kids didn't have schedules like they do now. They were younger when we did that a couple of years ago. So it's a lot different now that I'm home. Luckily, I'm able to run them around and still get my shit done, and she can get her shit done, and we still have time for each other, still have time for the kids. But it is difficult. It's not an easy thing to do, man. Like, people you have kids, man, and you want to bodybuild, and your spouse wants to bodybuild. You guys got to sit down and talk some shit out and write down some shit, man, because it's not fucking easy.
You guys got to have some kind of a Jesus talk. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Some kind of talk,
Yeah.
So otherwise, it's just gonna fucking implode, and you're gonna everything's gonna fall apart,
Yeah.
So
no, it's crazy because that's a different perspective that you have that a lot of people have, because a lot of people are like you say, they always say, "Oh, kids first, kids first, kids first," which is I get it. The kids, we make sure that there are
important.
kids.
They're still important and they're loved. Obviously, I don't want to act like that's not the case.
No. I don't. It didn't come off that way.
No,
whatsoever.
I know, right.
But a lot of the time, what I've noticed, especially in relationships, people have kids, and then all of a sudden, they have kids, and their relationship is nothing. It's like there's no relationship anymore. It's literally where friends or partners that live together. We're pretty much professional babysitters for our kids. And that's the way people start acting. And that is the one thing that I would never want, right? Like you don't want to have your significant other feel like a friend that you just, switching off fucking duties with. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you guys are coworkers almost that just sleep under the same roof.
Right.
So I like the fact that you said that, there should be a priority of, the husband and the wife come first, because if they have a healthy relationship, then the kids will have a healthy household. Because if the parents don't have a healthy relationship, then clearly there's going to be some kind of misconnect, and the kids will sense that. I feel like if the parents are not...
They start to grow up with this, if that's the case, and they start to grow up with this, sense of entitlement. That they're the most important person in the world, and that's not the case. It's like they see that the wife's the most important and the husband's the most important, and they respect that. They grow up that way too, in the same aspect. It's not just about them,
right? And then on top of that, they do. Kids take such a huge example from the adults in their life when they see you treating your wife the right way and caring about how she feels, or she cares how about you feel, and there's some kind of a mutual respect. They take that and they run with it throughout their life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that is how your boys are going to know, like, hey, my spouse's opinion matters, or, I got to treat, a woman a certain way, or vice versa. Even Taylor in my household, my mom got treated a certain way, and that's what I should, expect and want. And, so it's like putting your kids on that pedestal all the time, in my opinion, is a very bad thing. Very bad thing. It will lead to a lot of things once they grow up. It's going to be hard for them. They realize like, oh, this isn't just about me. They'll go to a job and they think it'll be everything about them. Like, no, no, motherfucker.
Not only hard for them, but hard for you as a parent,
Yeah, because
that's something you got to break them of later on down the road, and that's probably might not happen.
Yeah, and so it's just, I don't know, something people should really think about. People forget. Obviously, I'm not preaching here like I'm some kind of a know-it-all. I'm just speaking on my personal opinion. I see it all the time. Like I grew up in I grew up in a household where it's not all about you guys. It's you do what you're supposed to do first. You make sure everything is done. And then maybe if we have time, we'll implement what you guys want to implement into the day. That's the way I grew up, My mom was very, fucking structured, laid out.
Right.
It wasn't all about you. I want this, I want that, it's
well, I think we come from the generation now where it's like as we grow up and we get older and we have kids, we want them to obviously have things that we didn't have. And, everybody says that I want my kids to have things that I didn't have and grow up in other schools. Yeah, but okay, you got to walk that fine line with giving them everything you didn't have. Okay, they can't just have every fucking thing. That's just why they have to earn this shit. You can't just give it to them. That's where people go wrong with that.
And to add to that, not only that, you don't want to just fucking shelter them from it. You don't want to put them in bubble wrap and just, you know what I mean? Protect them from every single fucking thing that will mold them as people. You don't want to put them in a bubble wrap and live this perfect little life and childhood. Cause then when they go out into the free world and they have to fucking work for something, or you have to, come with some sort of adversity or something doesn't work out the way they want to, you don't want them to just fucking break down and not be able how to do that and call mom and dad and be like, obviously we're here for advice, but it's like, you gotta deal with your shit.
Right.
That's the way life is. You gotta deal with your shit. That you gotta overcome it, because that's gonna teach you some fucking values in life. Not just everything was always super easy and protected and stuff like that.
Right.
So and then obviously. Anyway, we kind of fell off the deep end here for a second. So, with you and the wife being in pretty much in prep all year, because you guys just pretty much switch off, right? How do you keep that motivation and desire to keep going and not get burnt out? Because I felt that before multiple times where I felt burnt out from it, from the whole, nonstop doing this, without any sort of breaks, it can get overbearing, especially with all the things that we talked about, family getting into play, kids, wife doing another prep, or,
real life shit,
business being super busy, having almost 3 full-time jobs between all the things that, I do in my, from my time constraints. How do you, because sometimes you just want to I just want to say fuck it and just, hide from the world for a few days, or, how do you stay motivated all year? What keeps you going?
Just, really, it's just discipline, you develop that discipline over the years, doing this after, repetitively for a few years, that, you might lose motivation, but at the end of the day, if you have discipline, you're going to get through it, but is there times where I've broken down and been like, fuck, man, this is just too much. Why am I doing this? Yeah. There's always those fucking moments where you have a day or 2 or 3 and you're just like, man, I need a break, start considering other things, do I want to keep doing this? Do I want to keep living this lifestyle? But at the end of the day, you know how it is. You go a day with not living that lifestyle, and what happens? You're just like, fuck this. Let me go back. I need to get back to my shit right away. I think that's that discipline that we have now, that it allows us to stay in it, whether we're motivated or not,
Right. So is the discipline is kind of what keeps you motivated? Because some, when people say, oh, I hear a lot of people say all the time, I don't need motivation. You don't need motivation. Right. But there's something that motivates the part where you don't need motivation. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Right. Something you need there. Something. Right.
Right. So even if you don't need motivation daily, like a person or a fucking, I want to look like this, something drove you to that point where you don't need motivation. What keeps your gears going and coming back and grinding away and doing everything you're supposed to all the time?
I mean, for me now, man, it's just knowing that I'm doing something that I love to do, and it's kind of my job. That to me is motivation alone, because I look back, 2-3 years ago, and I would have never thought I'd be at this point where, like lifting weights is my job in a sense,
Yeah.
And
no shit, right? Pretty crazy.
That alone drives me most of the time, man. Also obviously wanting to do well and show my kids that, I'm more than just, dad, I'm somebody else. Check me out. Look what I can do.
Yeah.
I want them to remember that shit when they get older, and just the long-term goals, those long-term goals we have, they stay in my back of my head. They never leave, so I'm always thinking, about those goals I want to hit. And anytime I have one of those moments where you fall off, I just tend to think on those long-term goals and be like, you ain't going to get there if you keep fucking waiting around, man. Better get your fucking ass up and move.
Yeah.
Wake your ass up and do that cardio, or get out in that fucking gym. I don't care if you feel like shit, get out, do it, eat that food.
Yeah.
That's it, really,
Yeah.
Those are my motivations.
It's crazy because it's like, I kind of say like same thing where like I don't need something to motivate me daily anymore, but it's bullshit, because what motivates me it's changed tremendously like recently for me. It went from me just wanting to accomplish something that not a lot of people can say they have. Do you see this fucking mosquito next to my head? Did you see that motherfucker? Anyway,
I saw something moving. Yeah.
Motherfucker, yeah, see this fucker right in front of me? Oh, his fucking bitch. I have the window open. Anyway,
kill it.
So
kill it. It's got COVID.
Yeah, fuck that. Let me put some gloves on. So for me, it went from me just wanting to be the best and prove to myself that I can be a pro bodybuilder. Like, that's what drove me every day, because I literally had nothing else to, like, it was me and four walls, and that was it. It was me bodybuilding and four walls, and at that point, it was almost like I didn't need anything else other than the want to be the best.
Right.
That's all I needed.
Right.
Where now, what motivates me is the time that I am taking away from my family to make sure it's worth something.
Right.
It's like I'm losing all this time. We're putting our health on the line a lot of the times, prepping for shows. I'm taking all these memories away while I'm in prep. I just want to make sure that now it's worth it and I accomplish something that's going to be, memorable, or kind of like you said, where, my wife or kids or whatever can be like, look, dad did this, or look, this is what my husband did. They pushed something to another level and weren't content with just being normal per se, like that's the thing that keeps me motivated. And I was like, hey, you fucking sacrificed so much. You better make this shit count now. Like, you went down this fucking hole, and I don't regret any second of it. I would do it again. If you ask me if I would do it again, I would do it 100 times over and over, everything that I've done, because it's gotten us to a certain point where we are now. And I'm not even saying in life where, like, financially or whatever, in a competition aspect, but it's gotten me to a certain mindset, it molded me to a certain personality. It taught me how to work through adversity and through shit when shit gets hard. It's like, once you do this, for me, it almost feels like everything else is fucking, it's not that bad. It's pretty,
I think we live under that one quote where, would you rather live like a lifetime as like a sheep, or would you rather live one day as a lion?
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of like that mindset we have, because, like you said, this is shit, we do put our life on the line and our health and shit like that. And we know that, as bodybuilders, we know we're taking a risk and we're shaving off years off our life, and, but we do it because, like I said, with that quote, like, I'd rather live this way, man, and be the baddest motherfucker around, than be some regular Joe Schmo. And no offense to anybody that's a regular Joe Schmo, but That's not me. I'm not built that way. I don't want to live that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, there was another quote that I put on a shirt not too long ago that's fucking perfect for it, but I can't remember it now. I did the shirt a couple of years back. It was like, I rather live my dreams than no, what was it? I don't know. I'll figure out. But it was like I rather fucking. It was so good. I almost want to grab the shirt to read it. I'll do that at the end maybe. But it was No, you've seen it. You for sure seen it.
Have I?
I think yeah. I'm pretty sure you've mentioned it to me before. But fuck. Hold on. Let's see if I have it somewhere up here. No, I don't. No. Anyway, I'll figure it out. It was a good quote. It was the same, something along the lines of that. You know, you're either die chasing your dreams, than fucking dream about them every day. You know what I mean? Like there's something along those lines. It was really good. It's like I almost want to fucking. I'm gonna
search it up.
No, I'm gonna see if Michelle's awake. I'm gonna see if she can grab the shirt for me.
Oh, you got to search it up. Let's look it up on Google real quick.
Hold up. Here. Let me just grab it real quick. That'll be faster. Hold up. Sing the song or something.
I don't have a good voice. My voice is pretty bad actually. See, I've been kind of hoarse for the last 3 weeks. So, I'm just talking and I'm by myself. It's kind of stupid, but Marsell just left me looking for a shirt that he probably can't find. But yeah, it's probably not that motivational of a quote. But I'm gonna let him think it is. So I'm just gonna play the game. So, anyways, how you guys doing? Yep, still talking to myself. Anyways, Marsell gets back. We're gonna keep talking about the same shit. Oh shit! Wait till he listens to this. He's gonna laugh his ass off. Why the fuck are you still talking? We can't have what do they call that? The airtime. Oh, well, here he comes. Shh. Act like you're sleeping.
You broke? I found it.
Huh?
I wouldn't be surprised if you were asleep. But see,
I'd rather die with accomplishments than live with dreams. See, I never saw that.
You never seen this one? Really?
Nope.
Huh.
I never saw it.
But yeah, see,
we remembered. Yeah,
we had the same mojo here.
Yeah,
rather die with accomplishments than live with dreams. That's exactly it. That hits it on the spot for me.
To be a lion.
Kind of look like one right now. Just gotta grow your beard a little bit more. Dye it orange.
No, they have black beards too. You seen that, right?
What?
Those
lions?
are the real. Yeah, dude. Look,
this motherfucker.
Up, dude. Lions with a black mane. With a black mane. Yeah, those motherfuckers are full of testosterone.
Oh no shit! There is lions with the black.
See, you thought I was fucking motherfucker. I watch all types of animal shit, right? You know that.
Oh, that's a drawing. Hold on, let me see if there's a real.
No,
one.
There's real ones.
All right, this motherfucker. That's dyed, dude. That's a dyed lion. That's not real.
No, it's real.
This motherfucker is real. He's
look at that.
That's an ombre lion. That's not a
look
black
at the one.
Okay,
all the way to the left, third one down.
All the way to the left. This one?
Yeah, that's fucking real shit.
That looks fake.
That's not fake. It's my beard.
That's fucking. Oh, is that what Scar was?
See? Yeah, Scar had black fucking dude. He was full of testosterone.
Yeah, he was a dick.
Yeah. See? He was on Tren.
It's a Tren lion. Tren out lion.
He was talking too much Tren.
Oh, God. Fucking Scar.
Mufasa was on TRT, man. Scar was on Tren. Oh shit! I'll never look at Lion King the same ever again.
Holy fuck! Anyway, we fucked up. We just scarred these kids about their movies. All right, we got there's a few questions that actually these are These are pretty fucking common questions that we get all the fucking time. So maybe it's about time we answer them publicly. Let's just put this to rest once and for all. Yep. What's your favorite diet foods?
Oh man!
How many times have you gotten that question?
Yeah, well, yeah, I've gotten that a lot.
Yeah,
actually. For me, well, whatever digests well and doesn't give me gas. For one. And at the ripe old age of 36, about everything gives me gas at this point.
Before you go on, we just went to Red Robin. I had some broccoli, dude. It's bad. It is so bad right now, man. It's like I'm having a hard time sitting in my own office with myself right now. It's gross. I'm messy. Anyway,
I had a piece of that cake that my clients gave me. So yeah, it was yellow cake, and then the middle was peanut butter filling, and then the bottom was chocolate.
I'd fuck with it.
Oh, it was good.
I'd fuck with it.
Good. Yeah, it was good.
I bet you any money here, but you're gonna get a DM. Well, you're not supposed to be eating that.
Yeah, fuck you. Don't give a fuck.
It's coming.
It's all good. Yeah.
Some asshole out there is typing it up right now.
It's my high day. Whatever.
Oh man.
No, but favorite diet foods. As far as carbs, white rice. I like to do potatoes occasionally, not in prep. Cream of rice, obviously that. And I even like Ezekiel bread and all that type of shit, even though it's kind of cardboard tasting, but
no, it's not. It's fucking delicious.
The raisin one is. Proteins, it's, chicken, cod, beef if I can, sometimes.
How about this? Let's narrow this down. Your favorite diet meal that you have?
Favorite diet meal?
So like your favorite combo of the above.
Honestly, if I had to pick one that I had to eat regularly that I didn't think I'd get tired of, I would say for me, what goes down the easiest would be like chicken, white rice, olive oil, and then hot sauce and ketchup on it.
Yeah, I like that.
Salt.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
It.
For me, like if I could eat eggs and cream of rice 6 times a day, I would. But obviously, you can't do that.
You can do that. Yeah, you can.
Well, yeah, if you implement egg whites and dude, you'd be so fucking gassy. Come on now.
I don't get gassy from egg whites. I swear.
Really? Well, I don't know. If I have them twice a day, which I usually do, first meal and last meal, like I'm good. Yeah. But I have a feeling if I rocked 6 meals of that, I'd be fucked. But those are my favorite meal per se. It's usually my breakfast, which is eggs, egg whites, cream of rice, and then if you're lucky enough, maybe an English muffin or something like that. Those are definitely my favorite. And then my second favorite combo is actually tilapia, white jasmine rice, olive oil, salt, and some sugar-free ketchup on it. Like, just fucking mix that shit all up, dude. It's fucking delicious.
Dude, you like fucking tilapia. That shit is gross. Ugh.
You like cod. It smells like dick.
You know what, dude? You know what? Well, your fucking tilapia is fucking farm raised with a bunch of shit in the fucking water. How's that?
It is.
You ain't getting wild. You're not getting wild caught tilapia. You can kiss my ass on that.
No.
At least I got wild caught cod.
I'm not that bougie. I don't go with one wild caught tilapia.
You can't fucking find it. What are you talking about?
Exactly my point.
You gotta go to Africa to go get that shit.
And but I rather have it taste good than smell like shit. I'm a small person.
It does not smell like shit. Tilapia smells just as bad. You're just used to it.
It doesn't. It's milder. It doesn't smell like anything. It's like chicken.
It's not a real fish.
It's probably not. It's like 90% mercury and 10% fish.
Yeah, we close.
So, well, if we're on the food part, and this fucking second question, favorite cheat meal.
Favorite cheat meal, man. Dude, I love me some Five Guys. But just something about a nice greasy pizza sometimes really just gets me going. Particularly pepperoni and pineapple.
I like it. No sweet stuff for you?
I like sweet stuff, but it's not. It's not what really gets me like fucking going. You know? Yeah, get that mosquito, dude.
You see that motherfucker? It's right in front of my face.
It's a fucking bird. That's a hummingbird.
We actually get those motherfuckers here all the time. I don't know if you've seen them. They're in the backyard all the time. Well, if anybody knows me, if I'm cheating on anything, it's going to involve a chocolate chip cookie. You know, that's a must for me. I used to fucking love pizza. Like anytime I could get any sort of fucking free meal or I would eat anything shitty, it would have been pizza. But it changed. It really changed lately. I've been liking burgers, cereal, and cookies. Cereal. Those are my fucking 3 go-tos.
So cookies. Mm-hmm. Hold up, my forearm's cramping up. Cookies. God damn, dude, it's happening all day. I can't. I love cookies. Don't get me wrong, like I do. They fucking instantly give me gas. Like you can just forget about it. Like with you, how you just did with broccoli. Yeah, that's as soon as I eat anything sugary like that with fat and all that shit mixed into it. Forget about it. So I can have a burger and fries and not get gassy. Fuck, I can't even eat pizza now and not really get gassy.
Pizza fucks me up.
Yeah, but what was cereal, dude? Okay, cereal. I'll have cereal sometimes on my cheat meal, like after I eat whatever food.
Yeah.
And it ain't the fucking cheat meal because I've done the cheat meal without the cereal, and this didn't happen. But as soon as I eat the cereal, I wake up and I'm just like swollen, man. I'm like fingers, face. I don't know if it's the
sugar for you. Is it the?
It's got to be the sugar, man. And I'm like, I don't know if it's the sugar and maybe like the cashew milk or the almond milk that I'm using sometimes. I'm not sure, man, but it fucks me up.
Yeah, I'm good, dude.
Swollen.
Bro, I can eat like a whole fucking dozen of cookies within a minute, and I'm still fine. I'm good to go.
Yeah, I solid. Can do it too, but I can do it too. But
I'm saying like I'm good to go, you know. But like same thing, like for you, like I'll eat a slice of pizza. Yeah, it's a wrap. Like I'm fucking out of service digestion wise for fucking 3 days after that. You know.
Yeah, see, I was fine. Man. The other night when the fights, we had pizza and fucking fried chicken.
Oh, that fried chicken was bomb, by the way. I ate so much of that. I didn't even eat that much, but I ate like a slice of pizza or 2 maybe.
Yeah, Popeyes, dude. Popeyes is the shit. I'm telling you.
It was good.
Yeah. But no, I was fine. I was actually fine because I had like a couple cookies. But yeah, I was good. I wasn't swollen or nothing. I don't know, man.
Bro, do you realize that day we had like $250 worth of food for 5 people?
Yeah.
It was $100 worth of chicken, 3 pizzas.
You gotta count the kids too. Kids.
Bro, they didn't even eat. They were just playing in the fucking Taylor's room the whole time. They ate like 3 chicken figures.
The boys ate. They ate food when they got home too.
Oh,
the leftovers I took.
Yeah, true.
True. Yeah,
but I'm just saying that was fucking crazy. Like the day after in the morning, like I was throwing out all the boxes and shit. I was like, that was a fuckload of food. that was a lot of food. You know?
Well, they gave us a lot of sides, man. Like we didn't eat all those fucking sides. It's all that. Give me more chicken.
Yeah, all that shit was crazy. Yeah. All right, on to the next question because we gotta dig through these. Yeah. What are you banging on? You're banging on something. We're just tapping. Yeah, that. Dude, that's so loud in my ears. It's crazy.
Is it really?
Uh-huh. It's like.
Thanks for telling me that.
Yeah. Well, I figure I would let you know now. So my ear fucking. I know your headphones are small, so it's hard for you to hear when I tap something. But.
No, it's sorry. just ask the fucking questions.
Oh God! Top 3 supplements and why? Well, are we talking over the counter or under the counter?
Over under. Either or.
Are we talking supplements or drugs?
Is Broncaid an over the counter?
Yes, technically yes, it is. It's got to be 18 years old.
Top 3 supplements. Well, let's see. If I had to pick 3, it would be creatine 1, right? Because we know creatine works. Probably. Are we talking about like supplements, like pills too? You know?
Yeah, go for it.
So, like
top 3 supplements that it's like you always. I don't know. I don't know how this question is ordered.
Wait. Performance or health? What do you want to do? No, for real. It's a difference. There's a difference.
Let's do them both. How about that?
Okay, performance. Let's go with creatine, whey protein, just for convenience sake, right? And let's go with a nitric oxide booster. I can get away with no pre-workout. I can do coffee.
Yeah.
You know? So DNA dispatch, lockdown, and commissary. Yeah.
Okay.
How about that?
That's good. All right. How about like health? Well, health. How about non-performance supplements?
Non-performance health supplements. We go with the NAC since they took it off the fucking shelves. Let's go with a good fish oil, right? And a good multivitamin.
Easy enough. Now, what if since everybody that's listening is not a bodybuilder, what would you recommend as the top supplements for just a lifestyle client that's training here and there and just trying to get healthy?
Top performance and health?
Yeah.
I don't know,
well,
man.
Probably performance will probably be the same. But how about health-wise?
Health-wise, definitely a good multivitamin. Right? A solid multivitamin, not fucking Flintstone pills.
Flintstone gummies? What? They don't work?
Some fucking gummies right now. No. And what else? Performance or no?
No, just performance will probably be the same, right? Creatine, fucking nitric oxide, some protein, you know?
Yeah. What else? I don't know, man. It depends on the client too, though. That's the thing. You know, it's very client dependent. Depending if they're having whatever digestion issues. I mean, I guess a probiotic, multivitamin, right?
Yeah,
those would be two for sure for anybody.
Yeah,
and then what would be a third
one? Fish oils.
Fish oil. There you go.
Fish oils. Definitely that like a full spectrum fish oil. Maybe I don't know if you mentioned mineral support. Yeah, so multivitamin / mineral support. How about that? Multivitamin, and fish oils. Those would be definitely something that I would definitely have in my staples. You know, whether you're training, not training, just trying to get healthy and try and stay in relatively good health. Those are the things I would recommend.
You got to throw in neck, bro. You got to throw in neck. If the fucking FDA took it off,
but why? Why would you want to throw in neck?
Because the government's trying to hide it. It's got to be really good for you.
True.
I'm just saying.
Very true. Did they do that already? Did they pull NAC already?
Fuck yeah, dude. You can't even get it on Amazon. You have to go to certain websites or whatever stores might still have it in stock.
That's crazy. Hard. I wonder what they're going to do with all the products that are formulated with it.
Those are still in stock because there's a lot of obviously products that we use regularly, like the liver support ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That have NAC in it.
So is it they're just trying to take away NAC that's being sold as on its own, or
they're trying to regulate it and get a stronghold on it to make money off it themselves?
I wonder why though.
Well, because it's been, I guess, proven to be effective towards COVID.
Really?
Yeah, there's a bunch of studies on that.
I didn't know.
Yeah, dude, you gotta look it up. It's fucking wild, dude.
That's very interesting.
Such
right.
bullshit.
For me, as far as performance supplements, so you can move on to the next question. Performance. My favorites. Tren, Clen, D3. No, I'm totally kidding. That's a stack. Whoa. Anyway, favorite performance. I like my pre-workout. Definitely, I think at this point, obviously Convict is a great pre-workout powder or pre-workout formula. Just because it's got a little bit of everything in it. So definitely
soft plug.
Yeah. Discount code Marsell 10.
Fuck, I need to throw mine in there too.
Soft plug right there.
Throw mine on the bottom of the screen when you edit this.
Yeah. I like whey protein, just as you said, for the convenience of things. I like to use them. Like sometimes I use it actually in the off season more than I like to use it in prep. Because sometimes like when you're just pushing meals, like just taking down that volume of not having to eat the actual protein, like just do some cream of rice or oats, throw a fucking scoop of protein in there, or if it's a shake or whatever. It just
convenient, the convenience purposes of it.
Yeah. It makes it 10 times better, but make sure it's a quality whey protein. Like there's a lot of whey proteins that'll fuck your stomach up sideways. So many fillers, you don't fuck with that. Make sure you get a quality powder. It's the same thing as if you get like chicken at a store. You're not going to get the fucking chicken that looks like complete shit. It's got blood spots, color is off, it looks kind of dry and shit. Like you wouldn't go for that one just because it's cheaper. You'd be like, no, I'll spend that extra $2-3 on the fucking good looking chicken. Same thing with whey protein powder. If it's cheap, it's probably not that good. So make sure you get a quality one. Your commissary is great, but you go with whatever, doesn't fuck with your stomach. And then my third performance would definitely be I love Pico too. So DNA Dispatch, the blend of adaptogenic mushrooms that's in there. I fucking love that shit. I live by it. So I would definitely, those would be my three performance wise.
Good.
We covered our health ones. Health ones are pretty much the same. For me, actually, my top health supplement would be any type of kidney support. Whether you're using a blend or you're using the individual, things that would go into a blend.
Astragalus, shit like that.
Yeah. My kidney function kind of sucks as it is, so those are definitely something I need to keep in there. But other than that, fish oil, multivitamin, boom, done and done.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Next, things you do to stay in shape during the off season. Eat cookies.
Don't eat like an asshole.
Yeah, basically. That's a big one. That's a huge one.
No, that's obviously the main one, but definitely keep some cardio in the off season for sure. 4 or 5 times a week, 20, 30 minutes. Whether that's steady state or you're doing some type of hit. Obviously, stay on a plan. Most importantly, limit your cheat meals to 1 to 2 a week. If possible.
Yeah.
And it's basically it. Train like a fucking asshole, like a mean ass fucking bull. And take rest days. Take rest days because those are important for staying in shape. You want to fucking wear yourself down and be all out of shape and hurting and fall apart and you can't train no more? Just train every day. Go ahead. See what happens.
How do you I know this question was how do you stay in shape in the off season? Right? Mm-hmm. But for me, I look at how do you stay in shape in the off season and make progress at the same time.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah. It's a fine line you gotta walk there.
Mm-hmm. So because that was a tough one for me to learn. Very tough one. Because I used to be the guy that's like, I need to have a fucking 6-pack at all times and shit. And I cared too much about that and not enough about having to do what I need to do to get better, Well,
the tough part is you have to be in somewhat of a caloric surplus, right?
Yeah.
And we all know that, but some people take that to the extreme and they're too much of a caloric surplus and they start to become, not as sensitive anymore, and they start getting too much body fat and that just accumulates. And before they know it, they're fucking out of shape and they lost all insulin sensitivity.
Yep.
And now you have to do a cut and now you're messing up your progress for gaining muscle. So Absolutely. That's what you don't want to do.
Yeah. So my favorite tip to that is have a solid ass training plan that's going to take you to your limits. So create a demand of calories through training, hard training, real hard training. That's been huge for me is like having a plan and trying to beat it at all times. I feel like that creates a different type of demand on your body from the calories, which is making me take the rest days that I need to, and I'm staying relatively lean without having to do a buttload of cardio all the time.
That's something that cardio can't do. The type of training, the calorie burn from training, is not the same as cardio.
It's not. And then with that being said, you have to find that a good sweet spot between training hard and recovering in time, so you're not systematically overtrained, because that can have negative effects on your metabolism as well. So find that sweet spot, train your ass off, train really hard in the off season, put that food to good use, create a demand through training, and follow some sort of a meal plan. You don't have to be perfect. Obviously, the more perfect days you put together in a row, the better you will be as a bodybuilder, or as whatever your goal is. You'll get there faster. So make sure you're following some sort of a plan, and make sure you keep track of things. Like, even if you don't work with a coach, do check-ins on your own. Take pictures of yourself every week. Take your weight every week, and make sure you're staying on top of it, because it's really easy to slide down that slippery slope of, oh, I think I'm looking fine, but ignorance is bliss. So out of sight, out of mind, I'm not really checking in on myself. And then, you finally step on a scale 2 months, into your off season or whatever the hell you're doing. And all of a sudden you're fucking up 25 pounds, and you're losing your shape, and you're losing your sensitivity. And, you just gone down that slippery slope of, now I have to go backwards, do a little mini cut to get my body ready to go for, solid nutrient uptake again. So
basically hold yourself accountable. And if you can't, hire a fucking coach.
Absolutely. That's huge. That's definitely, if you can't figure out how to do that yourself, or how to figure out how to properly structure your food and your diet, but you can't stay accountable because you don't have somebody checking in on you all the time, hire somebody to do so. So that I think that covers it pretty damn well. And don't lose sight of your goals as well in the off season. You're trying to put on muscle. Easy.
Yeah, it's very easy to lose sight.
Yeah, you're trying to put on muscle. Let's keep it that way. Let's not do damage on the weekends and then mitigate the damage during the week, because that's what a lot of people get stuck doing. They just eat like shit on the weekends, and then during the week, they're, instead of pushing the clean food, the clean calories that's gonna be the most beneficial for you for your training, now you're just during the week going super low calories, to kind of catch yourself up to where you were before you fucking smashed, 10,000 calories on a weekend. So just, have some sort of a balance.
Yep.
All right. This is a doozy.
Oh boy. We got time for this one?
We're going to have to. How to make sure you're lean enough for the stage, and what are the extra little things we do to make sure we're shredded?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Who fucking sent you that one?
You did.
I wouldn't dare ask you all that. That's too much. What do we do to stay or to get stage ready? Is that it?
Yeah. How to make sure you're lean enough for the stage, and what are the extra little things we do to get shredded? Actually, we just talked about that recently at the gym.
Well, how to make sure you're stage ready. Follow your fucking plan to the T, mostly, and make sure you're giving as much effort as possible. That's probably the most key thing there, is the effort has to be there for training, for eating, for cardio, for sleeping. Like, they all got to be maximum effort, to try to achieve that stage leanness. I don't know any other way around it, aside from taking whatever shit you take to help. But
Tren, Clement, T3.
Right. The Marsell stack. But yeah, no, the little extra things though, like, okay, so I started implementing this this last prep.
Yeah, no, we just talked about this, so that's why we wanted to cover it.
And I heard John Jewett obviously brought it up, and that's who I learned it from, was just adding in steps and making sure that, your activity level was continue to stay high as you started getting deeper into prep and calories start dropping, the energy levels start coming down, you got to keep that activity level up high, especially if you have like a sedentary job or, you're not just, you don't have that type of physical job where it's constantly, you're always on your feet. You don't even notice it. So that's something that I had to do. I was started to try to do like 12,000 steps a day. Those last like 5-6 weeks, man. That made a world of a difference, man. Cause I was moving and constantly moving, and you know how it is. If you start to like just chill and like kind of like, like, oh man, I'm coasting, man, I'm doing good. Things start to slow down. The body's not demanding calories anymore. And your metabolism starts to go straight down.
Yeah.
And you don't get shredded as fast. The next thing you know, you got to fucking crank up the cardio. And now you're 2 weeks out and you're like, fuck, I got to fucking do something drastic here,
Yeah.
So that was the main thing for me this year. When I got into probably the best shape that I've ever gotten into was adding in those fucking steps and just making sure I was moving constantly, just whatever I did, I didn't stand there. I wasn't just sitting down regularly,
Yeah. So increasing your NEAT pretty much, and
exactly.
making sure you're burning calories at other times throughout the day, rather than just solely relying on some kind of
cardio.
Training cardio to that was huge. That was a big one for me. Same thing, implementing like a stepwatch and making sure that even on on the days when I'm sitting in front of the computer all day, I'm getting up and I'm getting some steps in. I'm taking extra walks with the dogs, because that adds up throughout a course of a 16-week prep. If you start implementing that right off the bat, that's going to save your legs quite a bit from pushing that cardio really hard.
This was the least amount of cardio I had to do. Like, I didn't have any like 2-hour sessions. Of cardio. I mean, at the top, the most I had was like an hour and a half total. It was 45 minutes in the morning and 45 minutes at night. And that's not the most.
That's not bad.
We've had. No, it ain't bad at all. And I only had that for like a total of maybe 2.5 weeks out of all 20 weeks of prep.
Yeah.
So.
So there's that. There's a few other things that I think are huge, and people are kind of, especially with a lot of like the new coaching methods that you're seeing and what a lot of coaches are posting and stuff like that, which I don't think is necessarily true all the time. It's more of like a marketing ploy to get more clients. Is like, you're seeing all these people be like fucking 3-4 weeks out, and coaches are posting, fucking eating 500 grams of carbs a day and, 2 cheeseburgers, 0 cardio. And then, obviously people read into that, and then they look at their plan and they're like, well, why am I pushing a 0 carb day and doing fucking an hour and a half of cardio? Don't be scared to go there. I don't know if you guys saw, even Chris, who just won his 3rd Olympia title, he posted his stuff. He was eating like 1,500 calories or 1,600 calories on 240 pounds, doing 2 hours of cardio a day. If a guy that size can do it, I'm sure you can as well. If you want to take your conditioning to that extreme level, and if your body's not changing, guess what? You don't have time in a prep to fix your metabolism, right? Like, you don't have time in a prep to be like, well, I think it's time we fix this metabolism. That is what you do in the off season, right? Like, you're gonna make sure you have a successful off season, set yourself up the right way for prep. So that's another tip for me. In order for you to make sure you get in quality shape during your prep, is you got to set yourself up for it. So it's what you do before the prep. Make sure that you are eating 6 meals a day. Make sure you're used to putting in the clean meals. You're used to the meal timing. So you're not taking the first 4 weeks out of your prep, just getting your body firing correctly and getting it acclimated to the lifestyle again, per se. So make sure you do that in the off season. That will make your transition into prep a lot better. So it's kind of like you don't even miss a beat. All you do is switch up, maybe your diet slightly, take out the cheats or whatnot, and that's how you get into prep. You're already rolling, your body's rocking, things are firing, metabolism is high, and we're burning fat right out the bat. You're not fucking starting to, I haven't eaten 6 meals in a day for 3-4 months, we're going to have a hard time getting you in shape because we're going to spend the first, month of prep just getting you firing correctly. So make sure you set yourself up for the prep. Do things with intent. There's only one speed, and that's fucking haul ass until you get to where you want to be. I'm all about backing off when you're close to show if you're ready to fucking go. Okay, you're ready to go. Now we can do some stress management and some, fatigue management and getting your body put back together. But until that point, there's one speed that and that is let's fucking get in shape. Let's haul ass. So do cardio with a purpose, train with a purpose. So those things. And another thing is that's huge is communication with your coach or whoever's in charge of your prep. Communication is key. If you don't mention things to your coach or to us or to whoever you're working with, it is going to be extremely hard to get you to your best that day. Because if we don't know what's going on with your body, there's certain things that happen with your body that, it's hard to see through just pictures. We need some kind of a feedback about what's going on. Feedback about how you're feeling, So if you don't give your coach feedback, there's a lot of people that do this not intentionally, right? Like you guys are great competitors. You just want to not complain per se. I don't want to complain to you. We tend to hear that a lot. And just haul ass, but something they know that they feel something's off, but they don't want to complain about it. So it just kind of goes unnoticed for more weeks than it should be. So make sure you communicate very clearly. If you're in prep, there's not such a thing as TMI. Like there's no too much information here. Give us all the information that you can so that we can plan accordingly for those things. And if there's any changes or adjustments that we need to make, we will do that and catch things early rather than letting them go on. And then a couple of weeks from the show, we're now just dealing with an issue that could have been dealt with weeks ago, which won't allow you to get you to the best shape that you possibly can. So make sure you communicate with your coach. Read your body as best as you can and just fucking haul ass, man. You got to remember that nobody's forcing you to do this. It's a privilege to be healthy enough to compete in this sport and have all the resources that you have to compete in this sport, because it's not a cheap sport. It's not an easy sport. And it's a privilege to be able to do it. It's not a chore. So just keep that mindset, and I think things will fall along pretty good.
Yeah, and a good coach is not going to be mad at you for giving them too much information.
Absolutely.
So remember that.
Yeah.
If you have a coach that gets mad at you for telling them for you telling them something that that's important, well, you probably got the wrong coach then. So
yeah, and just don't be scared to give your input in, no matter how much or how little experience you have. If it's actually constructive input, don't be scared to put it out there. I mean, if you're going to just tell me that you think you need a cheat meal, that's not constructive criticism. That's you wanting a cheat meal. So make sure if you feel like it's important or you're feeling some type of way about something, even if it's mentally, usually whoever's coaching you, they've probably been through this in a similar way. So they can relate to you and they can kind of give you some kind of guidance or feedback on how they dealt with things or what they think should be best in that specific scenario. So just be open with your coach. We're kind of part-time therapists when it comes to prep.
Yes.
Yes,
we are.
But anywho, you got anything else?
Nah, man, that's it, man. Time to go watch Venom.
All right, yeah, I think we covered a lot.
Are we we're gonna put out that 1,000 subscriber giveaway? We're gonna talk about that, or do that on another time?
Should we do that?
Well, okay, so we are gonna do a giveaway. You guys stay tuned for us reaching 1,000 subscribers. We're going to be giving away some products. We're going to need you guys to like, subscribe, share, and comment, right?
Absolutely.
And then we'll put you guys into what? Like a drawing or what?
Yeah, probably a drawing. So it's going to be definitely going to be more than one product. So don't think we're just going to fucking toss you a pre-workout and call it a day. We're going to make it worth your guys' while. So it'll be a couple products. And we'll hash out all the details tomorrow on how or why, and we'll make a post about it, how you can enter. But it's going to be definitely comment, like, share, subscribe, share it with 3 other friends type of deal. But we'll make sure it's worth your while for sure. We won't just toss you one product and call it a day. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
Me too.
Excited to keep on building. If you guys have any questions or anything like that about anything you want to know or talk about, we'll do just that. It might not be right the next show that we do, depending if we have a guest or not, but at the right time, we promise you we'll eventually get to those questions and we'll answer them in the best way that we possibly can.
Yeah.
Cool?
Definitely, man. Yep. It's a good one.
Before we head out, let's hit him with the Magic 3 or Magic 4. I forgot what it was.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, and comment down below.
It's Magic 4. See, I'm losing count. I'm losing count on the episodes. I'm losing count on the fucking whatever people have to do. So
you need a vacation, bro.
Yeah.
Illinois doesn't count as a vacation.
No, it doesn't. I do need a real vacation. Yep. All-inclusive vacation with buffets and beaches.
And drinks. You need to drink a little bit.
Sometimes. That might be interesting.
Yeah.
That might be interesting. Anywho, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.